think we can all agree that the most cringeworthy interview question ever is, tell me about yourself. Anything but that, right? And most employers open with this. But here's the thing, I've been helping people land jobs for 20 years, and every single one of my clients get asked this question. So today we're going to break down how to absolutely crush it without feeling stressed. Hey everyone, I'm Kate Kirshner. Consider me your career BFF and job search wingwoman. I'll show you how to make your resume, cover letter, and interviews impossible to ignore. I've been doing this for 20 years, but I'm brand new to YouTube, so I would love for you to join me on my journey and let's land you that job together. The first piece of information to know how to answer the tell me about yourself question effectively is, why the heck are they asking this in the first place? By asking this question, the employer wants to assess three things: who you are, why you want this job, and most importantly, why you're the solution to their problem. Employers also want a genuine connection. Sometimes the person who fits the team and connects actually gets the job over someone with the perfect skills. So here's my tip. Keep this answer 95% professional, and for the other 5%, let your personality shine. I'm also going to tell you exactly what not to do. Please don't tell your entire life story. Avoid long anecdotes like, when I was 10, my best friend fell off her bike. I helped her get cleaned up and get a Band-Aid, which inspired me to be a nurse. But then somewhere in middle school, I realized that blood really freaked me out. So then I decided to be a different kind of helper by going into social work. That passion got ignited when my favorite teacher, Mrs. Miller, took us on a volunteer project. Yikes, that's way too much. You're gonna lose your interviewer. And if you're a nervous talker like me, this question can spiral quickly. Or maybe you're the opposite and this question just makes you freeze. I would love to know who gets verbal diarrhea when asked this question, yours truly, and who freezes up. Drop it in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Now I'm going to give you my 4-part strategy to crush it. First, we want to address who we are as a professional. Start with your current role or job title. If it's not a direct match, you're going to want to highlight transferable skills strategically. For example, this is a teacher making the transition from education to HR. I'm a teacher with 10 years of experience building relationships with students and stakeholders. I excel at aligning priorities and fostering collaboration. I work with diverse learners, and while I love teaching, I'm transitioning into HR. I'm finishing my bachelor's and studying for my SHRM certification, and I'm excited to apply my relationship building and collaborative skills honed in the education field into the HR field. If your current role aligns with the job, keep it brief, just your job title in one sentence explaining how it's the role that you are a perfect fit for. The second step is outlining what I like to call your career shining moments. What are you most proud of? What is your secret sauce that your bosses and coworkers are always complimenting you on? What are some of the biggest problems you solved? Here's where we want to talk results. Share measurable accomplishments and metrics. Metrics and outcomes are important here because we not only want to address what we did, but we want to let the employer know the impact we have made. This is showing them how we can add value to their team and solve their problems. Add metrics and results that are most relevant to the role you are applying to. You want to start with your most recent role. Here's an example for someone in sales. I took over a struggling territory that had been underperforming. I analyzed client outcomes, prioritized high potential leads, and restructured outreach strategies. Within 6 months, I increased revenue by 35%, increased my quota by 20%, and onboarded 3 major accounts that contributed to 40% of the team's total pipeline growth. These results weren't just numbers for me. They transformed our approach and proved that strategy plus perseverance really pays off. I love this because not only does it show measurable results, but it also shows a little bit about the candidate's beliefs, that they think results are more than just numbers and they like how persistence pays off. These are good extras for employers to get to know and set you apart. Back to our example of transitioning from the teaching profession to HR. You may want to answer it in this way. I developed a mentorship program that increased student engagement by 25%. My students' performance scores increased by more than 10% year over year. I engaged parents to get more buy-in for their students' success and collaborated across departments to align goals and streamline communications, improving outcomes for everyone involved, especially the students. I look forward to bringing my collaborative nature and problem-solving skills to the HR field. The third step is talking about why this company. Why are you applying for this role? Addressing this shows that you did your homework. You want to speak to what about this company excites you and why this particular role. If you follow the company on social or use their products, this would be a great time to add this information in as well. Here's an example for someone in sales. I've always admired Salesforce for their focus on customer success and innovation. When I saw their Net Zero Cloud initiative, I was inspired. It aligns with my passion for solutions that create both business and social impact. I want to contribute to meaningful outcomes for clients while driving revenue. This brings us to step 4, which is building that connection. This is where I differ from many job coaches, but the reality is, whether fair or not, connection is often more important than knowledge and skills in interviewing situations. So you need to show the human side of you to make that connection. Here's where I want to give them a tiny glimpse of who you are and share something personal, memorable, and human. Also, keep it appropriate. This is probably not the time to bring up how you received your college nickname. Keep it short, but let your personality shine. Also, think about what personal information can correlate with skills employers are looking for. Here's an example keeping this in mind. I've completed 2 marathons. This shows employers you are dedicated and determined, qualities that will make you a great employee. Now, here's where you can break out your best detective skills, do some sleuthing, glance around the office, and see if you notice anything that you could connect on. Is every inch of their office littered with puppy photos? Do they have multiple team posters up? Here are some examples of how to integrate that into your interview. I have a Yorkie Poo named Lucy, who is basically my sidekick and the best snuggler. Or, I'm a huge Milwaukee Brewers fan. If I'm not working, I'm definitely cheering them on, and I noticed a few posters around the office, so I'm guessing you might be a fan too. Small, genuine touches like that can spark a real connection. The key is don't fake it. Don't pretend to have a pet or a hobby you don't. Authenticity wins every time. Even a single genuine sentence about your life or interest can make the interviewer picture them on the team, and that's often as important as your skills. So, in review, here are the 4 steps to confidently crush this interview question. You want to speak to who you are as a professional, your career, shiny moments with metrics, why this company excites you, and make sure to showcase your personality to make that connection. Here's an example of putting it all together. I am currently a senior account executive at BrightPath Solutions, where I specialize in enterprise SaaS sales. Over the past 3 years, I turned around an underperforming territory by restructuring outreach, analyzing accounts, and prioritizing high potential leads. Within 6 months, I increased revenue by 35%, exceeded my quota by 20%, and onboarded 3 major accounts that now make up 40% of the team's pipeline. For me, these results weren't just about numbers. They were about transforming client engagement through strategy and working together effectively as a team. I'm especially excited about this role at Salesforce because of its focus on customer success and innovation in CRM solutions initiatives like Net Zero Cloud, align perfectly with my passion for solutions that deliver both business and social impact. I want to contribute to a team that drives meaningful outcomes while growing revenue. Outside of work, I'm a marathon runner, having completed 2 full marathons, and I'm currently training for my 3rd in Chicago. I thrive on setting long-term goals and dedicating myself to fully achieving them. Follow these 4 steps and you'll confidently answer the dreaded "tell me about yourself" question while showing skill, impact, and authenticity. If you want more tips, I'm here to help. Check me out at KirshnerCareers.com and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Job seekers, you got this. I am Kate Kirshner, your new career BFF, and together we are going to crush this. Now go get them and be sure to follow me here.